You know, you can't work on everything at once, right? So.
Right, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me just pop this out quickly. Cool. Okay. So before we start this, I like to ask people: do you feel like you're someone that can play and talk, or do you feel like you need like complete, you know, like nothing going on, and then we take a break and then talk? Which do you think resonates more with you? Or we can try one or the other. Like,
yeah. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure. We can definitely we'll see. I might be quiet if I'm like really, I don't know,
focusing.
in the middle of like a combo or something. But like,
Yeah.
I think discussing stuff mid game should be doable. But yeah, I'll let you know how I'm feeling about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've done this with a few people, and like, you know, don't feel like if I say something, don't feel you always have to respond. It's just more of like a just a reminder sometimes or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, cool. Yeah, if we want to start searching then. So the first thing I always tell people to do when they're doing ranked is like, you have a timer, so make sure you use it. You know,
right?
Like, you have 30 seconds here. Do you feel good with stages versus Falcon or?
For the most part, I don't want to. I'm a little bit of a Yoshi's kind of Falco. I friggin' love Yoshi's. I'll take anybody, even if it's a bad matchup. So that's probably bad.
No, I mean stage preference, right? Like if you feel comfortable, that's the most important thing.
Here, what do you like? Do you think Stadium is better for me?
I think
for,
Stadium's
like,
better. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd get rid of that.
I normally ban Stadium, but we'll give it a shot today.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh my.
Nice, good start.
Easy. What kind of throws should I go for on Falcon there? Like,
yeah, I just up
better?
throw. I just up throw at low percent, and then higher percents you can do like F throw if you want. Just make sure you don't like get reversaled off of it, you know.
Right. Oh no.
You're good, don't worry.
Yeah. I like these moonwalks from this guy. It's hot. Board smash, maybe? Oh, whoops. This guy grinded that.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so I want you to try and look for a few more nairs instead of down airing. It's just got a better hitbox versus Falcon, so.
Slow.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's take a little minute before you, because you got 30 seconds.
Yep.
Okay, so I think the main things are, when he gets a tech chase on you, he's reading tech in place every time at first. So just make sure you're tech rolling on the first one. Try and look for more nairs. And I want you to try and hit a laser on him before you try and do anything like super aggressive, because he's sort of like running around and outspeeding you at the moment.
Right.
Okay. I would go Yoshi's. And then you got 45 here as well, if you want it.
Right. Yeah. Just like to cool off and like. Think
right. Because I feel like you had a load of momentum, and then that SD happened, right? And I feel like that changed the whole game.
Yeah.
Nice tech roll. Yep. Nice. Try and get that laser on him first, right? Like, we're scrapping with him a lot, and he's just sort of like getting stomps and stuff on you. Nice tool.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Around. Wee.
Yeah, so when he jumps as well, he's playing really vertically, just wait for him to come down first. Don't try and, like, fight him in the air. Ooh. Nice, nice.
Oh, the low laser.
Nice.
Oh, fuck.
Nice, nice. Played that really well. It's good start.
Easy recovery. Oh, that was a
yeah, alright, take some time,
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, no, that went good. So did you see how, like, last few stocks there, you were starting to, like, wait for him a bit more, right? Like, wait for him to whiff or something, and he played, like, outside of his range, right?
Yeah.
And he would whiff the big stomp or whatever, and then he'd go in. That was really good. Cool. Yeah, so ban whatever you want.
I don't know, maybe it's FOD. But it could be this.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just whichever's most least comfortable, I'd ban.
Right. Just Battlefield anyway. Could have taken more time there too.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Attack roll. Nice.
Oh no.
Ooh. That's fine. Alright, take a minute on the cloud.
Oh.
Take a minute.
A homie. Yep.
Alright.
Oops. Lazy with that.
That's fine, that's fine.
Oh yeah, I meant to back air that.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't get desperate yet,
Easy.
right? Just keep to the game plan. Try and get laser, don't scrap with him. Nice. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's fine, it's fine. Don't panic. Nice.
Oh my god, that edge cancel. Yeah.
Unlucky. We brought it back there, that was really good. So yeah, let's take a little minute before we start stitching the next one.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'd say the main things there, right, were like we said, sort of trying to like get him under control with like a laser more before you try and hit him, right? Because he's just sort of jumping around the platforms and he's pretty hard to hit when he's just like running around. So the main reason for that like nair instead of the dare is just that a lot of his hitboxes are really like horizontal, right? Like nair and knee and all those things. So you need to put out your own like sort of horizontal hitbox, whereas the down air is more like vertical, right? And also he's jumping a lot, and you know if you hit them out of the air with that down air and it doesn't knock him down, like it's not
He's
great
just
for you.
Actionable again.
Yeah. So there's that. I'd say, you know, the tech habit thing was quite big, right? Like as soon as you start tech rolling, I felt like he went from like 0 to deathing you to like not getting anything. Right. I'd say there's a few times I didn't mention it in the set because I didn't want to overwhelm you, but there was a few times where like he would be on the ledge and you'd stand a bit close, and then he would like up air you from the ledge or something.
Right.
So just respecting that ledge a bit more. But yeah, you did a good job of like not panicking, like you know when it was last stock or like. You know, there was that time where you tried to read your full jump and you literally just waited in the corner for him to do it, which I thought was really good. But yeah, the other thing I'd say is just like when you do die as well, just take that, you know, those few seconds on the respawn, right?
Yeah.
Because you're invincible, you can't do anything. Like, you know, take that time to sort of remember the game plan, you know. Cool. Yeah, let's start again. But yeah, and remember you literally get 45 seconds with that thingy, right? Like that's so long to think about whatever you need to. I mean, if you feel like you've got a load of momentum, like go for it.
Right.
But if it's like that first game where it's like you had it and then you know SD and it changes the whole set, right? Like take that time.
Oh, I guess here, yeah. I didn't even discuss. I feel like Stadium's better for Fox. Is that?
I'd say yeah, Battlefield's better for you here. So,
right.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. So as soon as you die, I want you to stay on the platform for a little bit. On the respawn.
Whoops. Oh, my.
Alright, wait on the platform, right?
Yep.
So this guy's throwing out a lot of attacks, so what I want you to do is just sort of like space around him, right? Like wait for him to do it first. There you go, nice. Yeah, so just wait after your laser. Like, just laser and then see what he does, right? Instead of trying to jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He's just spacing around. It's so smart.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah.
Right, take a second. Right, take a second. Cool. Yeah, go for it.
Hey.
Nice.
Oi, oi, oi. Am I gonna
Unlucky,
SD every
unlucky.
game? I should have probably
Yeah,
waited
you're
a
good.
little
You're
longer.
good.
Oi.
Yeah. Okay.
Shine
Cool.
grab.
Yeah. So let's take a bit of time here. So yeah, so I feel like this guy, he sort of has like two phases or like two modes. I feel like he's got like his super rushdown mode, and he's got his like I'm gonna really outspace you mode, right? And I feel like so when he does that, like I'm gonna outspace you, it's usually when you're in a bit of a bad spot, right? Like you're in the corner, or maybe a high percent or something like that. So that's when you want to be a bit more patient.
Right.
And then when he's rushing you down, you either want to sort of like space around him, or you gotta like beat him to the punch, right? Like throw your move out before him. So yeah, do do whatever stage you want. And we've got 45 here, remember?
Yep.
So is there anything else you felt like you were struggling to deal with? That,
Yeah, I think maybe I got to start shine grabbing a little bit more. I know he was like in shield, and then he'd kind of. I know he was shining out of shield, but it felt slow.
It's
like
slow?
other times.
Yeah. Yeah, so shine
But,
grab could work.
Shine grab maybe.
And then I'd say just try and throw in more dash dance as well. Like after your lasers,
yeah.
you know, just like wait for him, right?
Yeah, I don't dash dance nearly enough.
Yeah, and I mean, just do it and see what happens, right? Because you need to change something or else you're gonna lose, right?
Whoops. He's waiting for me.
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh, it's supposed to be shine, but meant to be up tilt.
That's fine. That's fine. Take a moment. Cool. Right, wait for him, right? Nice.
back there and got a shield. A little bit too predictable, maybe.
Nice. That's fine, take a moment. Nice.
Oi, oi, oi!
That's fine, don't panic. It's unfortunate, yeah.
Just approached at the wrong time.
Yeah. Right, it felt like a lot of the time you knew exactly when you were gonna do stuff, like when you were gonna move in, when you were gonna shoot a laser, you know. I think the main thing there was you were trying to shoot a lot of lasers that like he could hit you for, essentially. So at like ranges and spacings and timings where like he could like nair at you, for example, or like running shine or whatever. So versus that, you want to sort of like bait them into doing that, right? Like just run a little bit further than you would normally, or maybe like run away, look like you're gonna try and get a laser out, and then come back in with something, right?
Right.
Or you can even like just cross them up and take center from them because they're trying to hit sort of like where you're going to be, and you can sort of like switch places with them. Yeah, I'd say that was the main thing. I thought that guy was decent, to be honest, so I wouldn't feel too...
I thought so, too.
Yeah.
I thought he was kind of moving around me a little bit, reading me a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So for this one, I want you to sort of, like, think on your own a bit as you're playing, like, what the sort of things you want to try and adjust to are. And I'll try and sort of... So I'm not going to point anything out, but I will sort of, like... tell you answers to whatever you sort of like pick up on.
Okay.
At this time, but this is just to sort of build up, you know, your sort of recognition of like what you think you need to change. So some key things to look for are just sort of like what gets you killed, right? Or how they're like opening you up. And taking that moment on the angel platform to think about it can help as well. So.
Just went for it anyway, but... ledge there. Take a second on the angel platforms too.
It's hard to remember.
Yep. Coming down top flat a lot. Gotta just watch it when he's up there. Maybe shield under him.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be good.
Wait, see what he wants to do, kind of thing. Speaking of waiting. Yeah, every time I'm shielding away from him, he knows I'm gonna fucking back air. Oi.
Yeah, so that's what I meant by the ledge thing, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's basically a bit too close.
absolutely,
Yeah.
Yep.
That was an easy example. Okay, so what did you spot then?
Yeah, I'm not respecting him when he's got like top flat. Just kind of getting hit by moves when he's coming down.
Yeah, so again, that just goes back to like when he's playing very vertically, you just want to space like quite far away from him and just try and get a laser on him coming down.
Right.
Like that's the easiest way.
Like go for like a high laser or something. Like if I'm.
Yeah, just like timing it for when he sort of lands.
Right.
And then you can sort of like play your game after that, right? Because it's easier to hit him on the ground than when he's in the air, like jumping
Right.
around. Is there anything else you spotted? If you didn't, that's fine.
My shield pressure kind of sucked. Was that?
Yeah, that was a big thing, right?
Do I need to down air like later?
Yeah, I'd say you were getting shield grabbed a lot. So what I would do is just try and only do like late aerials, and then when you're on the shield, you can just do stuff like shine grab a lot. I'd say that's the easiest thing to switch to.
So like late aerials, just like if I'm approaching the shield kind of thing.
Yeah, late aerials or lasers, I'd say.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, all right. Let's get it. Nice.
Buddy, I'm behind you.
This guy's mashing that Z button. Nice.
On a dash dance, but I suck. Holy! Getting stuck in my movement.
Yeah, that's unlucky. It happens.
Oh, man.
Nice. Nice light aerial.
Yeah, that was just so lazy. Oh,
unlucky. Unlucky.
Did I call it? Was it? Has it been almost every episode so far? It's all right. supposed to. I was gonna throw a down tilt there maybe instead of jabbing.
Nice. Alright, remember those late aerials, right? Just don't get shield grabbed.
Oh no! Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, I'd say you seem to have a bit of a habit on those like last stocks of just like side being on, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just probably go for ledge there. You think? Was he on ledge? I can't.
Yeah,
remember.
I mean, you just the problem with it is it just puts you in a load of lag once you get back on stage, right?
Right.
So you want to do something at least like if you're gonna do that side B, like at least try and like edge cancel it or do a shorten or something to make it tricky, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just a little too. Well, I mean, obviously, it's really easily punishable.
Yeah.
Holy.
But yeah, no, I thought you had some good moments there. Like there was some really good like baits you did on the shield grab where you do like shine wave dash back. I felt like you got grabbed a lot less that game. Like I think you got grabbed like once or twice.
Right.
Compared to like I think every stock was like off of a shield grab in the first game. Cool. Okay.
Gotta work on my dash dance, man.
Yeah.
That was bad. I laser that I just get fucking stuck.
Yeah. Okay. So I think for this next one, what I want you to do, so we're gonna sort of use this ranks game to sort of, like you said, you know, you're getting stuck in your dash dance there, right? So we're gonna use this one to sort of figure out what sort of execution things you need to work on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I want you to do is just like play as normal, but anytime you respawn, like from a stock or whatever, I just want you to tell me like sort of any tech that you messed up, like a dash dance or something like that. And we're just going to sort of make a note of those.
Yep.
And then, you know, we can add that into that like practice thing we had last time, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Let's see who we got.
I gotta... Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say all of these ones, like, it was a lot closer game 2 than game 1, right? I feel like.
Right.
Which is a good sign. It means you're, like, you know, adjusting well.
Normally it's the opposite. It's normally adjusting to me.
Yeah.
Where I get like kind of lucky first game, and then oh man, dude, what is with all these Falcons?
Falcons,
That's fine. I mean, figure out the matchup, I guess. I wanted to play Sheep Bar. That too, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you're running into a lot of these today, right? So you know, you can use the stuff you learned from the last 2 sets you played versus Falcon, right? I'd say both of them beat you in pretty similar ways. You know, jumping around a lot, being like annoying to hit, and then getting lots of like shield grabs. So maybe start off on this game just playing around those stuff from the get-go, right?
Right. Takes a little bit too for me to break habits, so I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I'm trying
no, you're good.
Stuff, but it's
No, you're doing it well. You're doing well, honestly. Nice, okay. Yeah, this guy's pretty fast, so
yeah.
Slow him down a bit, right?
Good damn gun. Gotta... Same tech pattern I'm doing every time. I gotta maybe
Yeah.
tech a little differently. I'm gonna tech roll, do it twice, not fucking. Holy.
It's unfortunate.
I might have flicked left or right there. But it's input roll. He's kind of just moving on me. I'll try and get it up a little. Full hopping around. Well, like double jumping or something.
Yeah. He's playing very vertically, right?
Yeah.
So you really want to confirm that that laser you shot is going to hit him, right?
Right.
Instead of him jumping over it. Okay. So what was the flip there, right? I think you tried to do like dare and then up tilt maybe, and you got a jab instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So say like up tilt execution. And then I'd just say there was like quite a few missile cancels, right? Like there's quite a lot of flashes in a lot of situations, so definitely think about that as well.
And then, so when he's double jumping around there, kind of, am I trying to? You think I should try and make like space and maybe, like you said, wait for him to kind of come down lower, laser?
Yeah. So either make space, or because you're on a small stage, you sort of have to fight him a bit more. So you can also just like preemptively go up there and try and read it with like a full hop shine or like full up aerial or something.
Should have waited a little longer. Sorry.
No, you go. And if you can catch him out of that double jump as well, it's really bad for him, right?
Right, and then no jump.
No jump. Combo food. So especially, again, this is where the nair comes in, right? If you can just, like, nair him out of that before he gets it going, that can be good. Just, like, almost overshooting it.
Oh, yeah.
Unlucky.
Riddle, no. That's my bad. Okay. Okay, show up. Hey, look at that. First time. Double jump there. I needed to wait for him to come down. I keep falling for those little.
Yeah, just wait for it, right? Like it's because he's reading your exact timing.
Yeah.
Like if you just wait and let him do it, then he's a bit of a sitting duck, right?
I also gotta watch out on these platforms. I keep going to them like it's gonna save me, and it's just I get hit every single time. Just crouch cancel that. Whoops. Same thing there. I gotta.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just be patient in the corner. Like work your way out, right? I feel like you're just trying to jump into him a lot from the corner.
Not safe up there. Get down.
Nice.
Gotta watch out too. Again, I was near the ledge there. If he had made it back, he probably could have just knee from ledge.
Nice, nice, good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, no, you literally went from like getting 3 stock to like beating him there, right?
Right.
So those adjustments made a huge difference.
Felt like he slowed down a lot. Was that the lasers? Like I don't.
It was the lasers,
know.
yeah, and like because it's a smaller stage, right? It's easier to chase him.
Right.
And you were definitely catching him out of those jumps more.
Right. I feel like he'd really love Dreamland, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, you don't want him to have the space, right?
No.
Like all these other ones, he can't move on the platforms as much.
Right. Gotta work on my combos too. Just felt like I get an opening and then I just can't.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so he knows I like to waveland a lot on platform. He's reading that a lot. Don't you gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, just be a bit more patient in the corner because he's just throwing out a lot of moves and you're just sort of running into them out of the corner.
Yeah, I like to hold forward.
Yeah, or like if you're gonna do that, at least like run up shield or something, you know.
Right.
But yeah, and just remember, don't either outspace him when he's doing the jumps or like move in further and like hit him, right?
Right. Get in
and read it. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get it. Fine.
Oh, he knows I like waiting. No, I was
That's
just
fine. That's fine.
Yep.
You can't do anything. You're invincible, right?
Also missing a few hex when he gets those knees. Oh my god, that was supposed to be there now.
Fine.
Am I trying to DI that out? Or
you just die regardless there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Practice fucking low lasers. Oi.
That's fine, don't panic. Yep, wait for him to do that jump, right? He's doing a lot of that jump and he's doing a lot of side B.
That's one way to
Nice.
beat his
Yeah, that was pretty good.
the tilt, yeah.
Yeah, that was good timing. Alright, it's winnable, winnable. Nice.
Is that a phantom laser? What the hell was that?
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, nice.
That was good by him. I like that you didn't side B though, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, that was good. No, I think you had that. You were playing pretty well.
Right.
At the end there. But you can see how, like, that stage, because it doesn't have that top platform, right? Like, you were catching him a lot in the middle with those jumps. Yeah, did you want to say something? Sorry.
No, I was just trying to... What the hell went wrong there? Just thinking aloud a little bit.
Yeah, no. No, I mean, what did go wrong, right?
Right.
Like, tell me, how did you die a couple of times? Do you remember at all?
No, it's like a fucking
A blur.
I can't believe it's such a blur to me. Like,
it's hard. It's hard, right?
I literally don't remember what happened that game. Okay, so I know I missed the 2 techs at the start of the game. That was kind of rough. I would have had a decent lead if I hadn't.
Yeah.
Maybe got hit by both knees.
There was that side B hit you by the corner, right? And then you got kneed off of it. And
Right,
I'd say that was one where like you were about to hit him, but then he side B'd you first.
Yeah.
And then it reversaled, right? So I'd say that was pretty big.
Yeah, and I started to catch on a little bit to the side B, I felt like, but not soon enough. He got like a lot of free, free follow-ups off of it, that's for sure. So
yeah.
I see people spamming that, obviously.
And sometimes it can be like you notice something, right? Like that side B, but maybe you don't know the best way to like punish it.
Right.
So that can be another thing to take away as well, as like, maybe I need to figure out how do I better punish side B, right?
Right. Would that be like, how would you punish it?
Yeah. So like I try and probably space around it, would be the first one. You can throw out a move to like beat it out, so like down air, back air can sometimes beat it. You can also like crouch cancel it or shield it, and those two are pretty good. But yeah, trying to think. Okay, so I think we're done with the rank part of this, so we'll just spend the last like 10 minutes or so just going over some stuff in Uncle Punch, I think. So I'm just going to share my screen.
All else, no.
Yeah, but I mean, all those are really good, right? I mean, you had 2-2-1s, and like we said, like all of those, like you did better as the set went on, which is like, that's a good sign, right? Cool, so let me start sharing. I will say also with these, like, I only try to point out stuff that I feel like you can fix within the set, right? So, like, I can't really... Like, I'd say a big theme throughout all of those was your edge guarding. Felt like you weren't getting many, like, kills off stage, right? It felt like a lot of the time you just had to raw kill them on stage. But something like that, I can't really explain how to edge guard in, like, 3 seconds.
Right,
you know?
Of course.
But that would be something that I would take away as sort of like a, something for you to work on in your own time, or we can work on it in another session or something.
Right.
But that's the sort of thing that, like, you can't really just change in the moment and, like, instantly up your edge guarding from, like, 0 to 100, right?
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure out how to get this to share. Yeah, so that was one thing. So the other thing I just wanted to go over was like that dash dance thing, right? Because I think both it was sort of like you felt like the execution wasn't that good with it, right?
Yep.
Like you're messing up a lot with that, and also it felt like I said, there was a lot of spots where you could go for like laser dash dance, and it would have been like a pretty good option to go for. So I'll just use the Falcon example. Obviously he didn't play FD, so it's a little bit different, but just to make it really clear. So like he would be doing a lot of this, so like like that maybe. Or like this. Probably that one is easy. So if I shoot a laser and then dash dance, you can see how like I'm outside the range of this, right? Like, can you see my thing?
Yep, yeah, I see it. Yep.
Whereas I feel like this would happen a lot.
Right.
Or like, you know, you try to jump or something. And this was also happening with the fox as well, so like... I go here again. Something like that. Like you can see how if you dash out of the way, or even dash under like I was saying, right? Like that maybe?
Right.
Sorry, let me delay this a little bit more, because it's a bit too fast. There we go. Like that, right? At the time is a bit weird, but essentially, it lets you like see the opponent do something, and then you've got a load more information to work with, right? Whereas when he's just standing like this, you don't really have any information to go off of, right?
Right.
But if you shoot a laser and then you see him whiff the nair, like you've got way more info than he has, right? Like you know that he's whiffing a move and that he's like right next to you, whereas all he sees is you just dash dancing, right? So it's very what's it called? It's very hard for them to deal with.
Right.
And it's sort of like this is creating. It's sort of like a mini laser, right? Like, you know when you hit someone with a laser, obviously, it gives them a little bit of stun, and they're at a little bit of a disadvantage. Well, when you get someone to whiff with, like, laser dash dance, it's sort of the same thing, where, like, they just whiffed a move in front of you, right? And so you could almost treat it like this situation, where, like, you've got a little bit of an advantage in front of them, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, and it can even be stuff like, let me set this up again, actually. Or I'll do it on Light Battlefield. So, like, that fox was, like, full back airing, right? That was another one when you were, like, quite high percent. So, like, you'd be in the corner like this. Oops. And he would do something like that, right? So this is one where, like, if you just wait in the corner for a bit, see that jump, then you can get a laser out, right? And now you've got a lot more control than when you were just like this, right? Whereas if you try and, you know, do something like that, right?
Right.
You're just gonna get hit. So it's sort of like you're sort of waiting for them to give you a little bit of an advantage, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And I think this will be like if you, you know, you can set up recordings if you want. You can learn to do that, and I think that's quite useful. Or even just doing it, sort of like imagining the other character doing it. You know, just have a fox standing there and imagine him doing like a bear, and then do this, right? And that'll give you good control over your dash dance, right? Because you don't want to get hit by this bear. You know, if you go here, that's not ideal, right?
Right.
But I think that would really help, and I'd say that's one of the biggest sort of things missing from your game right now. Is I feel like off of your lasers, you do a lot of like immediate actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sort of like you're not giving yourself the opportunity to see the opponent do something and then respond to that, if that makes sense. And you know, it's a lot easier to beat someone doing something when you sort of you're seeing what they're doing, right, rather than having to like guess. So, and you know, once you start doing that and waiting a bit more, right? Like this guy might start trying to like approach you more here. So he might, for example, do, I don't know, that, say, right? But then that's when you can throw in that, you know, like, laser aerial or something, right? Or, you know, you can maybe do stuff like that. Because obviously you don't want to dash dance if he's going to just, like, run up and hit you, right?
Right.
But that should be very risky for him, because, you know, what if I throw out a back air or something? Or what if I, you know, just run and hit him, right? Or what if I keep doing this? You know, so there's like a lot of other things you can do off of the lasers, essentially, that I just want you to sort of mess around with and sort of see how they all fit together, how they play out, you know. Yeah, so I'd say like the main takeaways from this is just that there's quite a few sort of like ways you can approach these ranked games and like different things you can look to work on, right? So like, you know, one of the games we were thinking more about, you know, what bits of execution do we need to work on? Another was like, you know, how did I die on each of the stocks? Another was like, you know, how do I have to change to try and beat my opponent? So there's a lot of different things you can sort of look for. But the main point is just to have a bit of a goal when you're going into these ranked games, right? Like what do you want to get out of this ranked game? And if you just want to sort of play to win at all costs, that's fine too. But I want you to sort of go into it sort of knowing that, right?
Right.
But I'd say a good balance of like, you know, playing to sort of like learn from some of these and then playing to win in others, I think is really good. But yeah, did you have any other like questions on anything or?
What indeed? No, I just see that I have a lot of stuff. God, no.
Yeah, it is hard. It is hard.
I thought I already did this, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I'll definitely have to fucking. Oh, actually, yeah. Can you real quick? How are you doing the recordings?
Yeah, I think we should go over that because that's quite easy.
Yeah, because I just at least like you know.
It's good to learn to do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so I will just as a disclaimer first of all. So like, I have the Patreon version of training mode.
Yeah, I do too.
You have it, okay. So you have this like import function.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Right. So the real basics of this is just you put the CPU down. You can move them about with the D-pad. So D-pad down. If you press D-pad to the right, then it will save where you are.
Yep.
And if you press D-pad to the left, it will reset you to where you were. You know, I can be down here, you know, whatever. So you can press start and go to recording. And then you click save positions, first of all. And that's going to save where we are. And then each of these modes sort of has 2 or 3 things you can do with them. So we've got record, first of all. So if I click record and then press start to exit, this is going to record my inputs for like the next however long I want. And then when I'm done recording, I go to playback and it'll reset. So you can see it went back down to 0 at the bottom, right?
Yep.
Can you see that? So that's a frame counter. So that tells you what frame of, you know, this recording you're on. So if I press start now and I'm on human mode playback, it's just going to play back what I recorded. Similarly for the CPU I can do this, so if I do record on them, it'll let me control the CPU. And then I can set that to playback as well. There we go.
Okay.
Cool. So that's the real basics of it. And then if you want to like turn one of them off, you can do. So like if I put this to off, for example, Fox will still do his stuff whilst I can, you know, move about, do whatever I want, right?
Right.
So for instance, you know, I could get them to whiff an attack and then I can practice punishing it, for example. Or like for your example, it was, so I'm going to do restore positions.
Yep.
Which is going to reset it and then save again. So I'll just make Fox do that full hop, right? So I'm just going to do record, make him jump, and then set him to playback. Let me just check it's done it. And then again, to reset it, you just press left, and then it'll send it back. You can also do this auto restore, which just does that, basically.
Okay, I gotcha.
So for this one, you know, you can have the human mode off. And I just want you to practice lasering as soon as you see that jump, right? Like doing this dash dance, and then laser, right? Dash dance, laser. Dash dance, laser. So the good thing about this is you can export it, so that then you can like reload it later. So I'm just going to click export, and then slot A. And I'll call this
okay.
Fox Full Hop. Right, and then I press save. So now if I exit, I go Training Lab and import. For me, I'll have to scroll all the way to the bottom because I have quite a few. But then I've got one called Fox Full Hop, and if I just press select on this, load, yes, and it'll instantly be back to where you were, right?
Right. Alright.
So I'd say that's the basics. The one other thing you might want to mess around with is you can have multiple recordings. So for example, I've put that on slot 1, right? So in slot 1, it'll do a full hop. But in slot 2, if I go to record, I can make him maybe, you know, do that, for example, right? So you can have up to 6 at a time. And you can also randomize it. So like now when you do it, you know, I don't know if he's going to full hop or if he's going to do an up tilt.
Right.
And that's good because I don't want you to just do this and always do it at the same timing, because then you're not actually reacting to like what's happening, right?
Right.
So you can see how I didn't shoot at that time.
And then he up tilts.
Yeah, right.
I gotcha. Okay.
And you know, you'd have to export that again, obviously, because
Yep.
But yeah, so that can be pretty good as well. Yeah, I'd say that's the quick rundown. You can also change stuff like the percents that they're at and all of that stuff. But the more you do it, the quicker you get with it, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, so I would say if you did want to do another one at some point, I'd definitely say leveling up that like punish game and like edge guarding stuff would probably be the next big thing to work on.
Yeah.
I honestly think like all of those people, if you had, you know, like you hit one more combo or like one more edge guard, I think you actually would have won like nearly all of those sets.
Right.
So I'd say it's a very, very important thing to work on. So, but yeah, that's up to you. You know, there was quite a lot in this sort of like plan already, so you know, take some time to work on all of that if you want
I'm
first.
Definitely, gonna grind that out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
If I do end up getting another lesson, we'll see. We'll see what's up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't lose heart, but you know.
No, I mean, it sounds like you definitely know like what you need to work on now. So that's all you know. All that matters, right?
Well, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, these sessions are fun. If you've got any sort of like questions on any of that, you know, feel free to message me with any follow-ups, and I'll try and get those videos up today. Actually.
Right. Right. Oh yeah.
I'll link you to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I just really wanted to see what the what was that? The fast fall to ledge kind of looked like when you dash off. Because I keep just falling straight down. Like not. You know, it doesn't kill me every time, but yeah, I'll just have to...
It's hard timing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cool. All right, yeah. Well, I'll see you in a bit then.
Yeah, see you then, brother.
See ya.
Have a good one.